My name is Thuong and I am the author of Where Thuong Keeps Love. I'm so happy to be able to share my story with you today. Where Thuong Keeps Love, written by Thuong and illustrated by Aloud. Thuong has something very special, and she's been looking for the perfect place to keep it safe. I'll ask my friends at school, Thuong thought to herself. She swung her backpack over one shoulder and threaded both arms through the straps and stepped out the front door. Walking across the blacktop, Thuong spotted her friend Nay headed in the same direction toward their classroom. Skipping up to him, Thuong asked, "Nay, where do you keep love for your parents?" Nay closed his eyes and thought for a moment. He answered, "I keep it in my head." "In your head?" repeated Thuong with curiosity. Nay nodded confidently. "Uh-huh. When I try my best, even when something's hard, I learn new things, and that makes my parents happy." "Mine too," said Thuong. Sitting on the swing next to her friend Lily at recess, Thuong called out, "Lily, where do you keep love for your parents?" Lily started swinging higher, pumping her legs back and forth. "I keep it in my voice," she yelled back. "In your voice?" repeated Thuong as loudly as she could. "Uh-huh. Whenever I say, 'I love you, Daddy,' I know my daddy is happy." "Mine too," Thuong shouted with delight. When Thuong and Lily arrived at the lunch table, Carlos was using the end of his burrito to count the golden mini samosas Nay had in his container. Usually, Thuong would bring last night's delicious leftovers like fried rice, stir-fry noodles, or sweet rice and chicken, but not today. Today, the cafeteria served corn dogs and chocolate milk. Thuong loved corn dogs, especially with ketchup. Thuong took a big bite and swallowed. She then asked Carlos, "Where do you keep love for your parents?" Carlos wiped his mouth with the back of his hands and sang, "I keep it in my tummy." "In your tummy?" repeated Thuong with a chuckle. An image of Carlos and his family swimming in a pool of chocolate milk popped into her head. Carlos rubbed his tummy and explained, "When I eat all the veggies on my dinner plate without complaining, my mom is happy." "Mine too," said Thuong, "but I eat my dinner in a bowl," she added. The last bell rang. School was over. Walking out of the classroom beside Jonisha, Thuong asked, "Jonisha, where do you keep love for your parents?" Jonisha looked quietly at the ground for a moment and then answered, "I keep it in my heart." "In your heart?" repeated Thuong softly. Jonisha clasped both hands over her heart. "Yes, every time we do fun things together, my heart is so happy." "Mine too," said Thuong, remembering the fun her family had walking around the neighborhood just the night before. Stepping through the front gates of school, Thuong spotted Ba waving at her. She broke into a wide grin and skipped toward him. This was her favorite time of day, when she and her dad walked home together, hand in hand. As usual, Thuong began telling Ba about her day. Thuong noticed how her dad slightly leaned his ear toward her, listening to every word. "Oh, I see. Ba keeps his love for me in his ears," she thought to herself. Their walk home seemed especially short today. She had only just begun describing the yellow dandelions they picked at recess when Ba pulled the latch to open the door to their backyard. "Hi, Thuong," greeted May, waving her hand. Did anything new happen at school today, Gong? Asked Ong as he gestured her over. Hi, Ong Mei, Thuong replied. She hopped over to the vegetable garden and gave her grandparents each a hug as she retold the dandelion story. Ong stooped down and gathered a bunch of freshly pulled carrots with bits of dirt still hanging off their root hairs, while Mei filled the holes that were left behind. Ma's cooking your favorite tonight, chicken and vegetable stew. These carrots will help make it even sweeter and tastier, Mei said. Thuong felt her heart leap with joy. Oh, Mei, keep their love for me in the palms of their hands every time they tend our vegetable garden, she thought. Around dinner time, a delicious smell wafted into the living room. Thuong followed her nose into the kitchen where she found her mom stirring a pot of stew. Ma gently lifted her face above the pot and drew in a deep, slow breath. I think this needs just a little more salt and then it'll be perfect. Exactly how you like it, Thuong, Ma said with a smile. Thuong smelled her mom's love rise with each tendril of steam. She smiled back, her heart full of happiness. Ma keeps her love for me in her nose when she cooks our dinner each night, she thought. Thuong thought about where her friends keep love for their families and where her family keeps love for her. A smile spread across her face. Before Thuong went to bed, she walked up to her parents and expressed her love the best way she knew how, through a game she used to play with her parents when she was learning to speak her first words. Thuong reached up, tapped her head, then bent down and tapped her toes, saying, Ba ơi, má ơi, con thương ba má để từ trên đầu xuống đến dưới chân. Daddy, Mommy, I love you, and I keep my love for you on the top of my head all the way down to the tips of my toes. Thuong's parents smiled, holding her tightly. Together they said, Ba má cũng thương con để từ trên đầu xuống đến dưới chân. We also love you, honey, and we keep our love for you on the top of our heads all the way down to the tips of our toes. That night, Thuong went to bed very happy. She had found the perfect place to keep her very special something safe and sound, always and forever. And that is the end of Where Thuong Keeps Love. I hope you enjoyed it.